I'm super stealthy. You'll never see me coming. 'Cause I am the 12 gauge ninja. Anyway, I'm here giving a special vlog because I just hit 69 subscribers. And not only is that a funny number because it's got all the sexual connotations and all that, but that's exactly just it. 69 subscribers. Thank you to my friend Rachel. But the important thing is because that jogged my memory about something that I've been really wanting to talk about. I think that sex ed is something that is incredibly lacking in the United States here. I just want to talk about it for just a couple minutes because I think it's absolutely crazy that it's a social taboo for people to say the word penis or vagina. And I'm not talking about weird things like, you're a dick. I'm talking about literally that all males who walk around who are genetic males have a penis. And that penis is used to urinate, to put sperm into a vagina for baby making, and all those other things, and that they're actual things, and that people don't understand this, and that the vagina, there's a lot of things to it. There's a whole lot going on down there that people don't understand. There are friends of mine who don't know how the vagina works, and they have one, and that's weird to me. It doesn't make any sense, and it's because we're not being taught it as kids. We're not being taught about our own bodies. Because it's weird for an adult to say, hey, you got a penis, you got a vagina. There's things that happen with those whenever you start getting older. It makes people uncomfortable. And I don't know why. It shouldn't. It shouldn't make people uncomfortable. We should be able to talk about this stuff. But people are worried that, oh man, if we tell him how the penis works, he's just going to start shoving at anything. You see, that's inevitable. If you got a penis, you're going to want to put it in stuff. And it doesn't matter what it is. It's going to go places. If you got a vagina, you're going to want to do stuff with it. It doesn't matter. We go through puberty. All of us go through stuff, and we want to do things. And again, I'm talking as a male because I have the male perspective. But I mean, there are two sides, and both people are very curious and young, and we're gonna still find out how things work, no matter what people try to tell us to do. So we might as well be educated about it, so we're not being ridiculous. Yeah, whenever we were young, whenever I was in what was it, fifth grade, we watched a silly cartoon video about going through puberty, and the teacher stood off in the back and was super embarrassed and just sitting there like, oh God, I can't believe we're showing these kids pictures of women. Like, we never really talked about anything. And you know what? I think that is the cause of a lot of issues that people have. People have issues with their body. People have issues with controlling themselves. People have issues with not controlling themselves and not being okay with your body. Some people have high sex drives, and you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Sex is fine. I think people are gonna have sex regardless of what you teach them about it. Instead of saying nothing and abstinence, promoting all these things, and not talking about sex, why don't we teach kids about it, and then teach them about birth control? And about all these different things so that they can actually have the skills they need to survive and to thrive and to feel sexually unified with the world because it's a part of life. It's just ridiculous. And so I don't know. I don't know. That's just my little rant, a few minutes, because it just there are too many things that we're too uncomfortable about talking about. That's perfectly natural. We're okay with talking about, oh, you got to use the potty because you got to you got to poop in the potty, but why is that so much different from masturbation? And what's wrong with teaching kids about this? I mean, I'm not being a gross pervert. I'm just saying that it's important to teach people how to do this because you can get in accidents. You can hurt yourself if you're a kid and you don't know how to handle your equipment and all that stuff. And it shouldn't be a taboo because, when you make it just normal, then it's all it is. It's just normal. It's not weird. It's not exotic. It's not overly exciting. You're not, I just think that we'd all be a lot healthier just being very open with each other about what's going on. And it's about adults. I think we could be adults and talk to our kids about what's happening. And it's not one of those, I'm going to blame parents, because parents are the ones who are supposed to tell these things. I think teachers should be able to openly talk about what's happening to the kids that they're teaching. Because you know what? Those teachers spend a lot more time with those kids than those parents do for a lot of the year. Like, when you think about it, there are teachers in grade school who are with their kids for what, 7 hours a day? And then the parents see them when they come home, they make dinner with them, they talk to them about their day. It's a few hours, and then they put them to bed. And that's all the time they get with them, man. Teachers are with them for a long time. So I think it's important to have good, strong role models for them to talk about them. And that's not even just about, sexuality and growing into your body and understanding, what you are and everything. I think it's just important that we just have, that you have strong, important role models so people can trust. I think teachers are should be those strong role models. I think teachers are incredible. I am astounded every day at the amount of dedication that my fiance has to her students. She's incredible. She's just dynamic. She loves those kids and she makes them realize that they're important to her every single day, and I think that's wonderful. And I hope that I do that for you guys as much as I can whenever I put on there because you guys are important to me. 69 subscribers, yeah. Um, so yeah, I just feel like putting up a little tiny sex ed rant, and all those things because I think education is super important. I think it's struggling a lot right now, and looking at you guys in Washington right now, because what you're thinking that's the most important right now probably isn't the most important because it's education, and I know that you guys aren't looking at it like you should. Education is the most important vital thing. I don't give a shit about what you say about jobs or about other things, about the economy or about war or North Korea or all that stuff. Education is the most important thing in this country, and it's not being looked at enough at all. So I think that we could all learn something by focusing more on education, because I think that would do us a world of difference to focus more on what's important instead of what makes us quick money or instead of what makes us feel like big, big bullies in the world. I think education is the most important thing. Anyway, so that's that. That's my serious talk about stuff. I just think it's something just to think about. If you're a parent, make sure that your kids don't. I'm not just saying like sit down and be like, son, I'm gonna talk to you about cunnilingus. Don't be like that, and whatever. I mean, I'm just saying, make sure that your kid feels comfortable with you. You're their parents. You're the people that they come to when they have questions. You should be able to come to you about anything. And same with teachers. You're their like fill-in parents for most of the day. Yeah, so that's just my thought about certain things. I'm gonna get back to being, a dumbass on the camera later. This is not a real sword. Still not allowed to use real swords yet. I don't know why, but anyway. I'm the 12 Gauge Ninja, coming at you with opinions and thoughts and sneaking all across your senses with my things about thoughts about stuff. If you like the video, give the like button a little talking to with your finger. As dirty as that sounds. So thank you all for 69 subscribers, as funny as that is. And remember to kill it every day your own way. And that's serious. Just do you the best way that you possibly can. And feel happy with what you accomplish every single day. Even if it's a little tiny thing. Because little tiny things sometimes make the biggest differences. Yeah, so it's been the 12 Gauge Ninja. And I will see you later. A Ninja Smoke. Hallooch.